There are three essential things that you need to know about a squat. The feet stay flat, the knees and the toes, if they all have laser pointers, the laser pointers in the toes and the knees should be pointed in the same direction. And your spine should look the same at the bottom of a squat as it does when you're standing up. We all can achieve these things while we're standing tall. My feet are flat, my kneecaps are pointed in the same direction as my toes, and my spine is neutral. It's up to you to figure out how far you can go in your squat until something goes wrong. And that's what we're gonna figure out together today. To begin a squat, you simply sit back as if you were sitting into a chair. We've got to lead with our hip, and the best way I've found to describe this is if you've ever hovered over a nasty porta potty, that's the movement that we're looking for today. So let's try it all together. We're starting with our feet flat, we're standing tall, our abs in strong. We're gonna send our butts back as if we're hovering over a nasty porta potty. Keep those three things in mind. Feet flat, kneecaps pointed in the same direction as our toes are, and our backs looking the same as they did when we were standing up. At some point, one of those three things is going to change. Either the heels will pop up, the knees will cave in, or the back will start to round. At that point, you stand back up. If you're recovering from an injury, pregnant, carrying a lot of weight, advanced in age, or just new to fitness, you are going to unapologetically grab a chair. We're just gonna sit back into a chair. Now, keeping our backs tall and our chests up, we're going to stand up. This is called a chair squat. A chair allows us a slightly easier way to focus on those three things: feet staying flat, knees in the direction of the toes, and back staying neutral the entire time. You can do an entire workout with a chair, simply sitting down and standing up from the chair, keeping those three principles of a squat in mind. And if that's where you're at today, go ahead and stop watching and head back to that workout you were about to start. Once we've mastered being able to sit down and stand up, we're still gonna have our chair there, but we're just barely going to touch our butt to the chair and then stand back up, keeping our butt muscles squeezed the whole time. Once we're able to maintain those three principles of our squat while barely touching our butt to the chair, we're ready to get rid of the chair. The most common question I receive from people learning how to squat is, how low should I squat? And the answer is simple. You already know it. We want to keep those three principles of the squat in mind while we squat, and when any of those three go wrong, that's as low as we should be squatting. So keeping my feet flat, kneecaps pointed in the same direction as my toes, and my back looking the same as it does when I'm standing, I can squat to about here. If I go any lower, my back starts to round off, and that's a no-no. So when I'm squatting, this is my depth. For you, it might be a little bit different. You should continue to work on your mobility and your strength so that you can get lower and lower in the squat while maintaining those three principles, but it takes time. Once we've mastered the three principles of a squat and we can go to a depth where the crease of our hip is below our knee, then we're ready to add weight to our squat. When we're squatting with a weighted object, the same three principles still apply. So now that you know how to squat, head back to the workout where you were and have a great time.